let's do the New York Times games for Friday, December 19th. We have Data and Worf right across here. Do we have Star Trek characters? What was the doctor's name? The one with red hair? Dr. Crusher. But she wasn't called Doc. I don't see a fourth one in here anyway. So that's not much of a red herring, more of a just fun kind of thing to think about. We have Education, Commerce, Labor. These are departments in the federal government. The Department of Labor, the Department of Education, the Department of Commerce. I mean, there's no Department of Intelligence. There's the Central Intelligence Agency. But there's no specific department called the Department of Intelligence. Department of Energy. Oh, it was right above Education. I don't know why I didn't see it. All right, so that's one. Maybe, unless it's like a red herring or rainbow herring. I doubt it. That feels like a category. But that's probably like green or blue or something like that. It'll just say government departments or something. Data obviously can go with information, maybe with details. And intelligence. Okay, that's probably what intelligence goes with, so that's the second category. What is Worf going with? What does it mean that's not the character from Star Trek? Worf. Is that like the area around like a dock? The wharf. I think it's something like that. A pier. Oh yeah, like that. But what would the other ones be? The berth? Like you give a ship a wide berth? Huh. Maybe. Oh, dock. Oh, are these homophones of like docks, piers? Because I think pier is spelled differently. And wharf is probably spelled differently. I think it's like WHARF or something. And berth, I think when it comes to boats, is BERTH. Okay. So that's another category. What does that leave? That might be purple. But that leaves leftovers, go out, cook, and delivery. These are ways of like getting dinner. You cook, you get delivery, you go out, or you have leftovers. All right, so I think the homophone one is probably purple. I'm going to try that. All right, homophones of places to park a ship. Yes. They had to come up with a homophone for Worf, and it was the character from Star Trek, and they were like, let's throw Data in there too. That's funny. All right, so what would the other one be? Maybe the departments? Data, intelligence, information, and details is just a a synonym category. So that's usually purple, or not purple, yellow or green. The departments one is specific information. A specific type of thing. And then what was the other one? Going out. That's not really synonyms, but it's kind of easy. I feel like that's green. I'm going to go with commerce, education, labor, and energy, the departments. I'm guessing that's blue. Yes, U.S. cabinets. And then I'm going to go delivery, cook, leftovers, and go out. Dinner option. All right, finally. An actual reverse rainbow. I feel like I haven't done that in a week or two. All right. Findings, yes. Okay, nice. Streaks up to 65. What's my purple first number at? 95. We are almost to 100. 5 more purple first, we get to 100. I didn't realize I was that close. Okay, let's see what they give it. 2 out of 5. Yeah, well, I'll allow it. It seems about right to me. Okay, let's check the bots. 3 out of 5, 68% solve rate. Losing and none is tied at 32%. Okay, so a bit of a tricky one. All right, 99 skill, I haven't seen that in a while. 121 uniqueness, that seems about right. It's pretty standard for a reverse rainbow. All right, so findings, yellow, by far and away the most are first, and then the other ones are all fairly close. Especially purple and blue. Purple's a little bit above blue. Of course, I am early. These are U.S. cabinet departments, and Americans haven't really played yet, so we'll see how that changes. Let's check ever. Forever, almost everybody getting yellow. Bit of a drop down there to green, and then another small drop down to blue, then purple. Winning games, regular rainbow order, almost regular rainbow order, almost regular rainbow order again, so pretty standard games here. And then losing yellow, nothing, yellow, green, yellow, blue, interesting. Alright, let's check the mistakes. Obstetrics? I don't think I've ever pronounced that word before. Labor, birth, delivery, and dock. Okay, things related to giving birth. Kind of. They all are very different. I mean, labor and birth go very close together, along with delivery, and then a dock would be there. But that's like three things that are really close to one that's not really. Data, intelligence, education, information. Okay, I could see that. Labor, birth, delivery, go out? What? I mean, delivery, birth, and labor, sure, go out. That's all right. That's an interesting one. A doc, like in document? Like a document file? I get what they're thinking. But the rest aren't abbreviated. They generally don't have some abbreviated and some not. The cook, wharf, pier, and dock, Star Trek crew. I don't get that one. I mean, wharf's a specific person. A dock is just a doctor. Pier? Cook? I don't understand that. Okay, onto the mini. Alright, melted marshmallow. I'm not sure. Misleading poker bet. Bluff. New Hampshire's is live free or die. It's the slogan? Wait up, the state something. Something stored in the cloud. Files? Something. So I'm not sure what they want there. Shade akin to khaki. Tan. Exhibit poor sportsmanship in a way. I'm not sure what they want. Get out of town? Is that what they want? And for out of to be spelled like much of the time. Often. High-end German automaker BMW. The F of FYIW. For what it's worth. For. Okay. Melted marshmallow. Goo. Oh, this is gloat for number one down. Gloat. Alright. So under a minute. I'll take that. So goo for melted marshmallow. Bluff. Motto. I couldn't think of motto for whatever reason. Something stored in the cloud. Water. Okay. Actual clouds, not the technology. Alright. Tan. Did I get everything else? Out of often. Yeah, I think I got everything. Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I'll take it. I just finished up Wordle, and that was a slog. So I'll take the fast game here. Let's do pips for Friday, December 19th. All right, we only have 1 0 in here. Could be, nope, can't go that way. I think it has to be the 0-6 probably, because this is going to be a 5-3, and then this is going to be a 3-0 this way. This is just going to be a 6-6, and this is going to be the 6-4 like this. All right, 15 seconds. Not bad for almost placing the first domino incorrectly. All right, 1 cookie down. I feel like that's maybe the 4th or 5th straight day we've gotten the easy cookie, something like that. So last week the easies felt kind of difficult. This week they're easy. Okay, on to medium. Let's see, we have 4 zeros, so that's probably going in here. Yeah. We have a 3 here. Do we have a 3-0? We do not. We only have 1 3. It's 3-4, so it's got to go maybe down or over here. Let's just do this. We have a 5-0. That's probably going down. 0-0 is probably going here. We don't have anything else that's equals, so that might be a problem. If we did 3-4 over here, do we have a 4-0? We don't. I feel like this has to go down, so maybe it's not the 1-1 that goes over here. Maybe it's the 4-4. And then we do, the 0-0 might still go here. And then we do 5-6, 0-1. And then 1-1 over. Oh, no. Come on, do it correctly. All right, 50 seconds. I mean, that's not bad, but it's not a cookie. All right, on to hard. Let's see, this has to be a 5-6 or a 5-5 or a 6-4. This needs to be a 0, 1. We only have 1, 0. All right, and it has to go up because it can't go over into this 2 cage. So this needs to be a 1, probably with another 1. That works. This needs to be a 5. We have lots of 5s though. This needs to be a 1, but it goes over here into a blank, so that could be anything. We'll hold off on that. We need another 5 here. We could go 5, 5 over. We can't do that because we need a 0 in here. We don't have any more zeros. We could go 5, 5 up though. It's possible. All right. What about up here? We need a 1 and a 2. We need a 4 here. How many 4s do we have? We have a few. We have a 4, 1 and a 4, 5. This doesn't feel very obvious. We might need to just start placing things and hope it works out. We only have 2 1s left. One of them has to go up here and one of them has to go to over here. Do we have a 4, 1? We do. So I'm just going to do this. That would put the 1, 3 down here. Like that. Okay. The 1, 4 might go over here and we have a 4 or something else here, but that feels right. What if we did this? We did 5, 4. This would have to be a 3 with something else. Whatever 6 goes here is going to go over this way, so it doesn't really matter what the other number is. How are we getting to 6 in here? We don't have any 4s left. We have, so this has to be 5, 5, so maybe we just put the 5, 5 here like that. Then we do 2, 2. 2, 3. This would have to equal 6. Do we have one? We do. We could just do 3s over here like this. That works. 3, 6. 6, 5. 6, 2. Okay. All right. There wasn't very many obvious things in that one. It wasn't. In fact, there's multiple solutions. You could swap this. Oh, no, you couldn't. I was about to say you could swap to 6, 5, but you can't because this has to be a small number. So I am curious if there's multiple solutions. Maybe not. It's just nothing was obvious, you know? Like, there was multiple things with 2, so you just needed a 2 here. It didn't matter what went up here. You just needed a 6 here. It didn't matter what went here. This one didn't matter. This one didn't matter. So you could, when you were just looking at it, think, oh, maybe the 1, 4 goes down here, things like that. But now that I'm looking at it more, it feels a bit more forced. Maybe not forced, but a bit more unique. A very opaque, unique solve. It's not very clear. Okay, if you're enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.